Jarida. Erin no muda, Ojerida. Erin no muda, Ojerida. Erin no muda, Pentecost Jarida.
Wow! Hello, lovely viewer. We thank God so much. You know, I really appreciate your time. As I always say every day, you know, without you, who will be there to listen to us? Without you, who will be here to watch us? Thank you so much for your time. Yes, Health Cycle is live, and then right now I want you to do one thing for me. Just share it to your Facebook account, your Instagram, wherever, all your platforms that you are on. Just share right now so that everybody, your friends, your colleagues from school, your friends at work, your siblings all over, they can also join us, because you know what, the topic we are about to talk about is very sensitive. Yes, it is very sensitive because you know, you and I, we've all been children before. We are still kids, you know. Me, I'm still like, you know, hey, no, I don't want to grow. I'm still like kid. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for making some time for us today. You know, we are so happy to have you online. This is Health Cycle here on March TV. We are so glad to have you today. As we promised you, last week was fantastic, and today will be a blast. Yes, it's going to be a blast. That's I have to share. So it reaches everybody under your influence. My name is Amefa, and the program is Health Cycle here on March TV. You can follow March TV on all our social media handles. Here on Facebook is March TV, YouTube is March TVGH, Instagram is March TVGH, Twitter is March TVGH, LinkedIn is March TVGH. Yes, in case you missed our episode in our previous shows that we had, don't be worried at all. Don't worry. Just go to YouTube and then type March TVGH. You get all our videos that you download. You learn along with us. Yes. Of course, you are wondering who is here. Hey, Charlie. And yes, you are wondering, right? Yes. Mama Ness, you best try last week and never seen, but then now I'm finna share. I'm featuring a rough and easy crash. She's a nurse by profession. She's somebody's wife. So in case you are crashing on her, I'm sorry. Obedience to so did that. I'm sorry you are late, you know. But I'm sorry, as far as I say. Yes, as I said, my name is Samantha, and our guest is here once more to educate us about sensitive health issues. Yes. Today we are going to talk about child abuse. Yes, child abuse. Me the pastor make a child abuse, no. I say you are like child abuse DNA child abuse. Me is my own child, is my own daughter, is my own son. So made them abuse him back. Really? Yes, there are so many things you are doing that is really abusing that child that you have. But you have no idea. I'm not blaming you because I know you don't know. So I'm sure by the end of this show, you would know what you are supposed to do as a parent and what you are not supposed to do as a parent, what you are supposed to do as a guardian, what you are not supposed to do as a guardian. Yes. So Pentem, don't worry, you'll find out at the end of the program. Yeah. So when we say me wife no, Onyanga also my first hour, so your see me home no me view show na. Make sure me the number member send be also be call na we see so who come na who blinky on say the me blinky won me guess they blinky and a blinking show na o show then is a cry ya be dia grow cry ne ai ya ma say be dia grow ye be shia die adia ye obi wo say me ni ba me nya wo ye anti child abuse they made them matimi abuse obi. There are so many people are more abusing performer. Yes, that child in your area, that child that works for you, that child that you've been sending most times to buy you stuff at the market, you might be doing one way one thing or the other to the child, thinking say, who correct front. I'm not saying you shouldn't correct the child, but there are so many things we are doing as individuals, as females, as males, that are really abusing our children, and that is really causing a lot of havoc in our community. You will find out the details of all this at the end of the show. That's why you must not change your dial. That's why you must not move to any other program online right now. Right now, the health cycle never so shit. They are can now me a fake. Original show was all shit. Health cycle. Me ma probably. Wow, let's welcome our guest. Hey, Enyezo. Yeah, Mrs. Siedu. Uye Juma. Ha! Oh, me too chamawate.
Hey, I don't.
Ushe sister Yama. Chese moya ya warrior na say. I do yes, yeah, when you're Fabisa. Oh, Yame,
Amen.
I'm going to Mr. C. I hope you are doing well by the grace of God. Thank you so much for releasing your wife to us to teach us. You know, one releasing anchor. Oma, inti, Udia, yeah, but Poma, Meta was a and you hear me pie. I was saying to me, thank you, dear, send a bear. Debbie Hannah, obey your name. You are welcome.
Thank you,
We are so happy to have you today. You know, last week was a blast.
Yes.
And today, Fanta Bruta.
Yes.
That's why you must not change that's why you must watch till the end of the program. You must baby. Why am I easy?
I don't.
Hey,
How
can I say I don't? I don't want idea. Eradi be ya dom.
Amen.
And that's a pass and this was a break. I only a baby trim. And that's a pass. And I want to say, Fred, oh, blinky, how much I say, oh, smiling, and yes, oh, yay. Just say, what's that to come and ask me? Yes, she, young may have domain so, and young Mr. What I say. So you're welcome. Today we are talking about a very sensitive topic. And then I believe and then I trust God that at the end of the show, we are going to learn a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, so and I didn't come out about child abuse. You can see child abuse. One way up on the do my phone. Make us say, Muna more higher access to your ma. About Franny Yaria, BB and the care safe and no hospital. BB and the care is my minutes bit me future. Oh, they ain't found no shannon my. And this year. You can see child abuse pa, see trepa, anything.
Okay. This afternoon, you better your viewers, I say. So my mommy opportunity we saying then so omwaje the baby team. Na you can say child abuser. Asem kese pa because then na ye fin collaborate mu ansa na ya baby do stage ye dri. Whilst we know and pay it's not we are denying the fact that we are grown. We still want to be children. When you enjoy your childhood, you find it really difficult. Say we'll be free, we will still do certain things like it.
Yeah.
Child abuse, but focus on because say when a parent or caregiver will be a wisher akola so.
All right.
O torture akolani in such a way say emotionally affect akolani. Physically, psychologically, no sa action na and I say said ya timana umoma kolano man sa into no affect akolano. Some of them we may not see, some of them we may not know.
Okay.
But indirectly we abuse kids that are around us, and then we might not even know we are abusing these kids. And it's very serious.
Because abuse they are there. I am very serious and say the video because you can so be abuse you be crying. If I say penny, the business I can say penny we are abusing in you. Yeah, you're taking it serious, but I say Colano, we don't really pay attention to the side of the children.
Yeah, funny say almost they don't know anything. After all, they know him. Why you born and a marker? Until then, I was saying bufu. Akola ben na nakuma ben is na we are the near can now bufu. But also. He's not prepared, he or she is not prepared for at the corner. Maybe who correcting the corner on still when you who bonia wire who correcting.
Wow.
Indirectly no or taking it emotionally. Me mama pema say me ya dana mama abome. Me ya dana mama abome. And it depends on how you correct the child and so. So they will be correct your corner me but they all you need jai. Obi wa words obey you. So this morning I read an article on Facebook.
Okay.
Mother did birthday, and then ne birthday wish and a birthday gift and a bad dijano it was suicide. Akolani committee suicide.
How? Hey,
or
really?
say in the letter, Ojani mommy letter.
Okay.
In the letter, Akolani say, Mommy, from the day you give birth to me, they be a me say me ba life mu. Mamfa de pabiamba. Ever since I'm about life na me papa ejao. So and that would do birthday no. The best gift I can give you is for you to be free. So I'm dying. Me come home so that you be free because they be our mother kata say uba me life me nyama nkoye mami uba me life mu papa. Yes. So the child taught ignorantly. Osa onim. So our dream said maybe the best thing to do for mommy was to commit suicide and die and leave so that mommy will be free. So he died and then left the mother a note on her birthday. I wonder how that particular woman is going to celebrate her birthday each year.
I'm even shocked myself because I think as parents, okay, no, obi o beka say me wo ye me ni banti no obi ba wo suma abofra no mpo no. You speak to the child as if say by force say wo suma no no say wo ko e was so but I think the fact say wo ye na interest say I was say Ubeka sacha abofra anyhow.
For that one is true. Omoka say akola ni hye oyema ina ye onkwan odia. Oba out eye nyina ye dia, but that does not give Obi the right to talk to a child anyhow or to say ni mami ni ho na wo frɛ wo suma no who use akola no more than say dia ni mami kra or
who can or say wo no nke yen suma or nka wo so fa so ba wo fi ha pa anything. Say uta kasa some try wo ba anasa abofra e bia wo tell suma suma na mesro. Almost so ya abofra when na wo suma no who feel say the person has to pay attention, the person has to have some time for you. You have to send him or her. He or she has to run and then come back on time and all that. Yes, it's all good. But you know something? Whatever I do in life, no, I am able to say, Senkaya Oba, Enna, Ubi, Abba renting fee. Enna, Joyana say, or Casa, or Didia Planatem, or Sumano no Comano Didi Natama. I'm not sure you clap for the person. At all. Yeah, dear, but inti, me won't be now, or Titi, will be Basana, and I will teach our Colasa, Nana, especially young ones. Inti, okay, send I explain child abuse. Yeah, what are some of the types of child abuse?
There are 4 types of child abuse.
Okay.
The first one is physical abuse.
All right.
When it comes to physical abuse, say yede aba ehia kolano, beating this child, using hot iron. Some parents go to the extent of using hot irons to burn the child. Say like maybe why bonny.
Hey,
akolana ye bonny inti no.
Maybe say, dear bonny one or baba yawa auntie. Abofra wa for 9 good months now. I watch my no. Now with the iron. I tell you about friend and one and son and the baby at the sometimes me news now I say Obi I think I've heard a story like that say Papa B Eddie iron attering about
and there was one during the Salah season. It was on TV3. Papa no Neba Korea, he has a lot of children. Okay. So that particular child, I don't know whether it was because Nana so aired in Kakadia. He wanted something for Salah. So Korea and Papa Sika. You know the koto the jalabia said the kodi sala papa ni chani bani answer yes
but no why on earth parents are more son no son
I tell you
sebi Mr. me can say me cousin say muna Mr. I send you her was so to me can send here e bi wa parents bi o ho when you need to baby you know yeah, no person named ma heavy like oka ne manje so oka pre ne manje pre oka debi and ne manje debi. The question is when you were a child, is that a feedback you give to your parents?
No.
When you were instructed to do something back your childhood, like when you were a very young person that you didn't know what you were doing and all that, were you paying so much attention to the instructions your parents were giving you? It's so unfortunate that wow, no, now the iron has shared.
Yes, it's funny. If you remember this, is it Calipo advert or one of the adverts? So the man was like, Wako school exams. He was like, you had this, and the mother was there. He was like, what about you? You had EF,
Yes.
EF.
That advert is really one of my adverts I really love, you know. Yes, because when you watch it, you realize that there are so many feedbacks that our parents, this current generation, we want from our children.
Yes.
But when we were young, that was not the feedback we were giving to
At
our
all.
mothers and our fathers.
No.
So some things are hereditary. You don't, when you were a child, oh, I make one, I will have 50. Yeah. Then be ready. If you have 5 children, by all means, but could be one the same thing amount. Because the years is here and you think say you are hurting your parents badly, you think that all you are doing, I say, oh my memono, dear, you are investing, I can do what I want, my parents cannot do anything, or we have to take for and all that. Share. What you are doing right now, money be baby until all 10 dear or do you go when you count your blessings one by one? By any interest or the iron
No. You see, in most cases, people who go to such extreme lines are people who, like, let's say Nkolana on money omutino and yet real kids. So you see their kids somewhere watching telly. Now Nkolana maybe stepchildren, mostly stepchildren. These are the kids who normally fall victim to child abuse. Because marriage, maybe the man brought his child and then the woman is not in favor of it, or more treaty that particular kid because they nye or no aniba. So mostly, almost fall victim to such extreme line cases. That is the ironing, using the iron to hurt the child, waking this child up very early, and then I think they say maybe they are punishing the kids. But this physical abuse, some of them prepare these kids for the future. So you can find out, say, at the end of the entire malnutrition stage and everything, in 10-5 years to come, you see that kids that were abused are able to do hard work. They persevere in life because they've gone through pain. They've gone through a lot. That is those who are able to come out from the abuse. But those who are not able to come out from it, some of them may die alone committing suicide. Some of them will even run away from their parents or wherever it is they are because they have to come up and then be on their own. Others would just end up just somewhere.
But the question is, the facts are about finding your ban. You see a very young couple. Na kobase be man no baba. And on the abawaro a young lady. We will say, well, no, say, I'm finding him a banty, and 7 way, me what? Whatever you are doing to that child today, you might not leave, maybe, Yami wado, I'm a worry bear for you to molest or maltreat their kids that they are bringing into the marriage. But I know that whatever you do,
it's true.
You think you are maltreating someone's child because I'm finding you was in the mobile. Kaisa or Barbie. And also far 9 months not chairman no PA. Send your over for 9 months of PA. So you don't maltreat the child. Sorry, dear. You don't abuse the child. The facts on your bad interest say we abuse your friend because what TV shows say man who finish who abuse you obedient. You might even die along the line. Some go years are no maminess. What happens? We study I'll be on molesty or be bassa and that in man ye. In Colano, I molest you or mono, or more abuse you or mono, or mono, baby ye not who cross our power, my child. One who say wedding say mono, one who say what was still time. Like who can say who your move, like who abuse you or more, but when you abuse a child, even though it has a negative, can I say you who mark a hardened person?
Or build a tough skin.
Or build it tough skin. Inti ebedu baby no. The obia baby and then funny panico
No.
we're ready to struggle in life.
Exactly.
So who share or mama ye pa brabo we and perform my brain for son of pa. But any choice will be baba on chair over abuse about friend Miss Row. So tires are all shemmy and Miss Row 15 neco. Who do fear? Who they don't cause Yana for my boyfriend? At least not dead there now. Who can too stress so that? Fun too stress so show her some love, show him some love. Yummy be sure. Catch your trust.
And then that is the other types of child abuse.
Okay.
That is sexual abuse. Sexual abuse.
I mean, there's also church into details because I know we have a sexual abuse. Catch your uncle.
And the thing is, some of these kids stay with him and they say, "Mommy, in this scenario, say, mommy, ne didn't baba about anymore."
Okay.
As a mother nini around you. Na papa now or worry mommy no. Na a dream bonnet, a dream fee. I shall say, ba papa na dream.
But dear never ma 1 minute, dear never ma oh year. A year is so no. Body. Hey, at all, no for bed, be in so. Now, kate, what do you like? Didn't remember what you saw, baby.
Only we are. I've never been there before, but only we are. The can say, "Hey, your bonsam."
Ah, bonsam, you so won't tell them when I say, "Young the show." Eh? Be bonsam.
Yes.
Why on earth will you say, "Be able"? Because bonsam, dear bonsam, never say what you say. We never plaque it to uncle.
Only we are. They end up by saying, say, they don't know what happened. Hey, your bonsam. That is what they say. So I don't really know their band. What kind of, I don't know whether it's lust. I don't know whatever it is. What it is that they want from their wives that their wives can't give them. Then they have to wait for their wives to leave the house and then they go and sexually abuse small kids, little children. I don't know. I don't really know. The last incident I heard of, that was somewhere before the COVID.
Okay.
There was this teacher. He sexually abused, I think, a 4-year-old girl. That the small girl's womb came out, everything. That picture is an eyesore. Seriously, because you can feel the pain of this child as she's crying. Even when they are dressing the plate, she's in pain. I wonder, I don't know if that baby survived yet, because it was really heartening. I don't really know what makes them do that. I seriously don't know what makes them do that.
When you think having a period,
I don't know.
Sometimes be meeting. I think last year, earlier this year, meeting story visa. It was even I watched it on. Is it TV3? Yeah. A sa. And also ni teacher. And I'm busy about Frano. She say about Frano on Nama Bontin like. Onye akolaketwa now we be aka get when a teacher ni die no can get when a teacher get yeah me new one mama na say am ntiase o akolaketwa dey atin ka be what in e one
for some of the men you don't know unnim I don't know where they get their ideas from, seriously. I really don't know where they get it from. Seriously.
There are some things maybe just who can say what abuse our plan and run who didn't know me pan account. Yes, sir. I overcome a 8 years. 8 years, dear, Sabio. Mona Apomode Dumano mo now 8 years no Sabi. A coin pen na wakola.
The thing is, because of because of chemicals, you see children at such age, they begin to develop very fast. Some of the kids, and then they mention their ages to you, you wouldn't even believe, say, oh, I'm passé with this and that, because when appearance, age are all born now, so appealing.
Okay. Okay.
So the main thing it's an opportunity for them. And then the next point is
the next type.
The next type is neglect. Some of our parents, they neglect the children. They need attention, they need love, they need you to be there all the time. But who neglect ya kolana? I say, matsu, maybe we mumma, but maybe focusing on the other one more because you think this one is a special child. Special means, and you say like, or you're good than the other one, but maybe our problems be our identify before you give that particular child that special attention. You should sit both children down, talk to them, tell them, say, Unyano, this and this is what I've observed, so I want to give this child more attention than you, so don't feel sad. Men to say ma pemasem me to bibi break kofi na man to bia mbrewa and mane nya to say me don say o na maybe me who say ni say na me who unya no one person me born. When you explain things to them that way, they understand. And then it's not like when you're buying something for the other one, you are totally neglecting the other. You have to do it coincidentally so that any to say but in kola e drink kwetri India yes because na man de bia okoba wato chobia bre kofi wan to bia mremi so na kola ketwa na sem die ya kola asem but o de be hyeni mu nkola na nse nkola maba omo wa akoma they keep things a lot when it's national in the bonkoma you realize ni akola ketwa we only akola o because in some of the culture no we say yes. Yes.
Okay, so the final type now.
The final type of child abuse is emotional abuse. It reminds me of those days when I was coming up. I was emotionally abused. For that, I would say that my mom. You see, the last time on the show, I said when your armpit is smelling, the eye that my mom will give you.
Wow,
so yes, I would say that my mom emotionally abused me. Not just me, but she was doing it. If you're a smart child, you can pick things out of whatever it is that is going at that particular moment. And then you assess the thing from your own angle. Okay, so many say, "Uncle, mommy, on share me say." So many say, "Mommy, on me say." So some of the kids, I know some of you have phones and then you are watching, you are following us.
Yeah.
Please, sometimes we make our parents behave to us the way they do. And say, I find it so emotional. If those days my mommy was trying to correct me by using her eye and then her voice to, hey, don't do this, and then I was like, I wouldn't have corrected my mistakes. Today, MF, I wouldn't have been here with you. Other than that, even if I am here with you, you'll be holding your nose because I didn't listen to what mommy said or I wasn't paying attention. But some of our parents too, they overdo the emotional thing. They do it too much. So these kids, almost as I said, they don't know anything. Think kakra. Do baby so not punishment about kakra abim because Bible say when you spare the road, you spoil the child.
The moment he or she sees you, himself
no, akolabisa no. Son, because Ken na kokwanintin, you have to develop a different strategy altogether. Ode akolano, ode betia akolano.
Okay.
So they be ode aba. So they can earlier on build a tough skin. After all, mommy bebo me, so I'll do whatever it is I want to do. But edu baby young friend kolano. So that's why they coffee 1 year way main far way and mouth. Like use other strategy. Aba no, it's too much. It's too much. But once a while now they are banning so I think
this generation are ban because this time son mommy just a bonia na ba which shoop una senior me master teacher me kaipa master teacher say be so abuse you hey our baby abani efia me say crash near the show na say Ube swan for 3 days, not so 9 years.
My mom had the strategy of punishing us.
Okay.
She'll give you food, she won't talk. Obema will be thinking mommy has forgotten. Because if mommy should beat you during the daytime, Obi Baba to your rescue. So mommy will wait and then come and beat you in the night. Yes.
Beating you or baby or wow. Your parents need you or what? Parents no una because of ni stature no ni way like on one the macro no obo na o ye TikTok bi hey na TikTok ni paper bro na do and so be
no which means and I just for cane my mom's strategy was or the cane obeji abasa in 4 OJ less than 4 and now Uber a number that is below 5 mommy will multiply by 2 so go for 4 so that she won't be able to multiply by 2.
And your mommy there and yes mommy nest mommy me child pa me jini fast on here and your what mommy nest papa nasa you will be busa yourself uji for ya burwa nipa ni bra we jamu and the bet you know when you a tribal max ebi o ha wo ha besine enko. But so let's look at some of the causes of child abuse.
There are lots of causes of child abuse.
Okay.
1, I'll take it from teenage pregnancy. Say akola no ko wo empewa nyinsen ya okonyim no wo na osa only parental skills bia obetimi ede a training ne ba no osa as a teenage girl what do you know? Inti sanu ono akra waye emotionally, psychologically, financially unstable. Inti usha inti ebe impa no betimi de amane ba no. So in such cases no ni training or the bema ni ba no it's not something that
below standard.
It's far below standard.
Yeah.
Sisano bong no or tianti akolano no bono anything at all bia no the any ban because or lack parental skills and as a parental guidance.
Okay. Wow. And and some more home. It means, as I said, there are so many things we are doing as parents and as young people coming up. Abusing Nkolano. Yeah. So what are some of the causes? The other causes. You've given us the first one.
For
teenage pregnancy.
Oh, okay. Another one can be alcohol abuse. Some father, some mother, somewhere will go out, go and have fun, drink alcohol. Obafia,
but it's alcohol part of fun.
No, some parents are naturally alcoholics. Into a corner of Cobruno Banadian in Hodia. Bana say Dianini Hodia, and a young Conqua who be our bed beatings, and your found say any year say any bow, Janini Hodia, a bro bim.
But that is very dangerous, you know. Say, Mesre, we are Bema. Now we'll shayna. So, now, I do all the common, not all you scabian to also. This year, the story be a Berman who called by a year, and so on side, and on Pento Kunibaku near any camp.
Wow.
When I was watching the water, I was like, be goof, we are Mammy Sarah, come here, police arm. Nanke Chibeme was a man with lashes. Yabrona, Nanny Gusned, and the walk prisoner also. Now, Ukona baby, Unko Arobi, and Babrona because a Janino. People give some funny things abuse and they used to abuse them.
Yes, it's true. Some of them too are as a result of stress. What for Juma Bawabre? Maybe Ubre no Obey shout, Daddy, that your Jamaica or Babe Hago, and mommy, but no Jamaica, mommy or Dende or Babe Hago, only bra while go through during the day. In this no by any to Basenga, but Obi or Nebani Jamaica found quite some storm when Brahma Brewen 3 minutes were shall me show Bono na anything on Yaibia now I shall say the air bonibano. Some of them because you are stressed out, you may not know say like stress in a mau area sister.
So we are stressed out. Even with me, so my bra yeah, na. Sometimes me feel so be one around me because me feel so my prayer, you know, I want to be alone. Me person no be a bekasa even on phone. So my prayer, I have a stressful day. Now me do fear no be from me, you know. Esa e de bufu me e do bufu dan time be bora just say no bufu na de wo kasa. But that shouldn't graduate to your family. Because the moment you are married, you have your family, you have kids and all that. What blessed day? You know, tika mama na wenima. Who see free come wa kakra do gate and pay. I was say, uti wenim prakope. Because the children in the house does not know the stress you went through at work. Your wife, maybe you hearing him say Juma we are now kuno him say Juma we and your brave Juma. But any interest, I would hear buffono. Ebe fridge me mo akodu fie na akọkọ yourself wo ba mo nkola wo yes am ma no be suro wo be you nti bibi ye no cramp na anya ade a obetime eden aka achọrọ na ama mines meboa
enu je yam papa
because wo ye hu a me kai pa obi a minim ne pa ti ne ya oye no hu nti se bibi ye okra na pesa wo ben na na like you are scared because you don't know how the person is going to accept it. If you are Canada, but the person's stressful moments are all muntin or the a yow and then the my reply. Now, but for us, who the yow man reply once per asa. You see, most parents are on my man casa and pet mammy moise. And yes, a baby now glad for baby. Never one casa. Please, let's learn to work. Let's work on ourselves, on our anger, on our stressful moments. We should be very careful the way we react or the feedback we give to our children.
Yes. Patrol, another cause to be to me a past childhood experience. Because it's past childhood experience. Maybe this parent time and now ordaining, you know. Maybe now he or she was abused during childhood. So according to Onude, that was what he was introduced to. So that's the norm. Into what we need there no fame no and you will say the balance of family because or during say because he or she was abused from childhood no I'll build a tough skin now and they will to me succeed in life no he thinks that is the normal way to go other than the other best way he should go or during say if I should treat my child the way I was treated when I was growing up no he will also grow and become like him. But this is your child. This is not you. So this child, so one understand it. They will per se will training in now. Obetinya switch it, and then it would bring something worse, other than you bringing the child up in a good way.
Yeah, I think that senior mamina sakano. Wait there, most of our parents are guilty of it because growing up, no, Obio I was saying, me as your parent, me as your guardian, me pray before I had whatever I've gotten today. So I'm expecting you to also go out there, go and struggle and get yours. But the question is, at your time, during your era, you were able to struggle through, you know, right now by the grace of God, you've gotten to a level that you can take care of yourself and then your children. But what happens if you have only capacity, only mana, woody pain and ya bofra biana ya like akuma ye di hold ya it is no good so baka chero ba say me buy no me braye me do say me braye nti usu ko braye ne nya wodi no your parents be or what that's what they tell their kids me no me sisu no me braye
yes
nti usu sisu I braye ne nya wodi obi or say we that are females most mothers, that's what they've been doing. That is the truth. Mothers be brave. No, Becca say, me sister no, me dada mema. Me dada mema o come be soon and be in years car and then papa whom you know, not go sika. And I worry me so ye show you me. That was how I set life. Until parents also expect to say about Frana or sister, you know. Push truck. Meanwhile, the parents will scar.
Yeah.
It's not that the parents don't have, you know,
or they can't afford whatever it says the child. They just want the child to go through that pain.
Nah, yeah, day.
Sometimes when you go through pain and then you use it positively, you are able to manage the things you get in life. So they think that letting your child going through this pain, bibia obenya from the pain, from the sweat, no be value. But obi woho who are exposing it to such environment, he will not go and pick the positive things in the environment. Obeko kofa negative ones, no kofa negative ones now, you end up losing your child.
Like, it's so unfortunate, say, like sometimes because you see parents and they will tell you that this is what I did. And the question is, maybe who were the bear 40 years? 40 years ago, no senior we are certain.
It's not like that.
Sister, kola kete ya won in neck rampo or da best so no share TV aside cost na wo so to nine. Obenya 2-3 years no. Obesa styles na wo so rampo na e was nyina. Obesa ne nyina achro without anybody training the child. So that should tell you say we are senior we are senior no. You don't need to tell your child, you don't need to push your child to idea oh yeah amboa no. When you say oh yeah no, you are able to pick the positive side of it. But the question is, are you sure your child can also go out there, struggle, and then take the positive stuff and then come back and then make it take care of his or her family?
No. That's what most parents do.
It's so unfortunate. Yeah, mesre pa say, we are for now mesre pa. The first one bread. And I would show manage say
they should also go through that same
especially small girls. So when me bromo me na your ma wo form push you on komo. And yes so mo pe so mo ko bo ashawana yes say the pan person oni obi be you say debi then mo if you wo mo be ko mo scarce so you are pushing your child to something one shey ya who you are be bo tiri so
Pacho, my next point is lack of self-control. Sometimes your parents need be into me controlling omo anger, and I say only confidence. When you say, "I do way me bano," it's good, and I say it's bad. Or lack of self-control say, or you're quick-tempered to the extent say, "I call crashing it before." Unto me who say. Way a penny, so I should handle this way. I should handle this that way. Sometimes they see because of the, should I say, fertilizers that are being used in our food products. You see the child 13 years I call a boom no bubo no fo. Now Gina hot giant. Usha now by doing say
13 years now call
yes.
What developing really?
Yes.
When I was 13 years no. I don't remember, but
so they treat the children like adults. On to me controlling yes. Or when you say when
that's one problem that a lot of young mothers are facing because when you bucket one say when you need
yeah.
Or to me broke sometimes if I'm in a car, sometimes going to Accra and then you see a young mother beating the child. Oh bro, just say or share kole basa no butono no ordinary say bam nature as I I wish I could just get down and then just tell that mother one thing. It's not nice. It's so unfortunate. It's not a good thing we have to inherit. And yeah, dear was oh my mate son interest I also worry bro masa self-control no idea bia who as Christoni who Christoni baba sorry o never point for Sunday school. Now Colano Abba young fan is a Pentecost dear Sunday school for more different baby or more. Intercolana point for Sunday school, young fan is a we a deaconess. Now Colana Nantia for Nipemwa a congregation more about China. What to me Pian Colano at once now. Walk around would you know you are like really? Oh, we are in church. So you could imagine say, such a mother at home no. We are married after with you. Not slow. You think Obi or Castle are married after with ya, Nkolano Nimumbe. But the truth is, Obanu woman in tough skin. There will be a time when you need true baby. Now cut them or people when you swim. A lot of people are beating their parents not because when they were growing up, sometimes the the attitude and as a character with the that child is going to grow with that. That child is going to go to his or her workplace with that.
Exactly.
You have so many workers but some say almost going through this abusing your mental. Ne mami anti man controlling them. Ono ankasa so enti controlling them. Enti obe dwuma mu a wonnim. Now wo do nice ni nice say Kim. Obebo wasoma mama. Wow, we can say really fine girls say. Nanya ni fault. It's because of senior odienyi training na ne mama de man no. Ama wanya tough skin inti no. Wo ye hia enye ye. This self-control thing, no, and no, I have it like, and no, keep me more, because yes, that's one problem a lot of people are facing. We should something controlling. You know, be fool. What I'm telling you right now, I mean, me can't me angel. Be bufu, you know, nipa. But any interest of bufua, for bufo no cost so a colano so. Be over for Jumamu, Ebano, ni boss, Chester, ni boss, I want to nama. The wolfunti, crook, back, obi a donny banner hanging a map, push up. Now, probably didn't tear any. How about dying?
Yes.
Would tear ye? If you are, yes, I probably need car. I will do a plantation will come. I drive it fast in a hospital. Would tear ye? So, tear ye. Nanyam now, Cole, we didn't do hospital. No, free man. Who make us so and I've been able for the Quapalana and I said, what? How are you going to talk about this?
Serious, very serious. See, MF, that reminds me. This there's another point that I would say mental health problems. Some parents psychologically or mentally are unfit to even cater a child. Some of them are psychologically and mentally unfit to take care of.
Like you see a very beautiful lady.
Yes.
You should know the lifestyle is some way.
Yes. Some especially for the teenagers, most especially for the teenagers, because Onya prepared for childbirth, Onya prepared for taking care of a child. And so some of them develop this mental disorder or psychological problems after birth.
Okay.
Yes, some of them develop because this is new. Hey, so after delivery, she's like, hey, intimawu. So what's next? What only baby obesha save me? Only baby obey holdy. If this baby is crying, what am I to do?
Yeah.
What do I do to my child? Only a. So there are a lot of thoughts that goes through their mind. So some of them psychologically or mentally, they are not supposed to take care of children. They don't have the right to take care of children. That's why somewhere in US, sometimes when these teenagers give birth, they give their children out for adoption. Because there are couples somewhere who seriously.
Yeah, to be at the safer side. Usha so obano minka so obano ko young girls baby no. Akolano obefa akolana for 9 months. Or who ni we are not the nako 2 ballers.
Yes. Only your obey. Unlike a married couple or pet baby.
Is that the best choice?
That's not the best choice.
We are fanuko orphanage bi. Now when you so to me share so better na tato and now so be asabi or the no call share latrine be more than the child will just die.
Yes.
Maybe your president na muku no. Your president.
Your future leaders.
Your future leaders.
Yes.
So your MPs. Omo we just say original MPs and your fake ones na was is original ones no. Original ones no. Omo and na muku no. Inti we teenager now we now first say psychologically, when you're fit, just send the child to an orphanage rather than you killing the child, putting the child in a dustbin, and
it's
and no crowd here psychologically. No more about them.
Become true. I've experienced one before. I went for a night shift, and then the baby was brought with the umbilical cord, and then everything. It wasn't even separated. The baby was 9. I still have the picture of that baby. It was very sad. And Adichie, and you could see natives from the town trooping into the hospital to just come and view. This baby was nice, hairy, and the baby didn't die. One funny thing is when they treat the babies like that, they don't even die.
Oh.
Because those kids, just as you said,
those kids cannot die because do you know why?
They have a purpose.
God
to
has
fulfill.
a purpose for everybody. But yeah, I did about me master dear who said, me you, me uncle like just obey one, but you said, a lady when you know, maybe
Little Jim baby.
Maybe I'm a project chick, you cast me in me uncle. But who study now, shame one. Nkola omo mame mu shouldn't pay attention to them. Omo tutu omo to train no. Some nkola ne great people.
I tell you.
Nkola omo di mu e society mu no. Omo na we some nkola. It is so a teenager na mentally when you say what way you don't know what next. Just take the child. Me I will take the child to an orphanage. Like I said, monje mon chef ne so me ni sa capacity na me. Yeah, it's better than you killing the child.
For that one is true.
Because Ugo Frana, ne eba abonti. Na, what is a for a year, gay Jimmy, gay you would dinner, Yamibe Chianico, Yame. If you are home and you are listening to all this, we are going some background, your heart deep down, you know, when you assume Jade
Tabby.
Yeah, so it's better.
Why should you kill a child? Killing regardless. Surprise nipa kono wa wona bury us in killing a child is first degree murder.
Yeah, like why would
there's no difference between you and the pastor who shot his wife in US. There's no difference between you and that man.
No say sa nipa no or abusing kola pa, o timi queen kola nyina no. Obi dia ba obeka run nipa ni hu nyina obetemu. Meanwhile, you are doing a lot of things that is killing so
much
many
more
children.
worse, yes.
It's so sad. In Kola, I don't know, but maybe any part me Kola I really love children. They be me say random person me baby. I really love children. You know why? Because and also. So I really cherish Nkola. I love children. It me also be abusing Nkola. Esana my dream as a me see them go body pan, especially if I'm in a car. Na me to say, and na me who so be. Brune bao, kwa ya omo fere o. Mami penyi mu panye se nipa no.
Otumi bo akola nim na di pao na
wa akola e kikiri wa kama otumi bo akola gban. Omechi na akola no. Jane. When him say laws or how a guy din kola.
Yeah.
Can I your laws so? You want laws. Your child labor law, a guiding colano, or ye denium bribia. Your child protection article, a guiding column, ye denium bribia. But maybe problem is that thing, no, sir, article, no, some law, never no. I'm just not saying the.
I don't think it's effective. I don't think it's being used. No, at all. I
brought you with me for being Buakolan Brand. Hey, and can we them for the rest of your life? They don't care whether you are the mother. They don't care whether you are the father. There will be a time I'm a bomb pass a Ghana and check. When your president or Becca say, who name now who this is a movie about Frebia. They will give you the same punishment as any Kunipa. Obi to me kwambo fra ye nyanishi. Na ye jana mana ye be ni say na adwene mo kika. Why? Adentina more helpful. Adentina obi etimi say na obi timi di iron. Etali obi ni onu ani ba o. Iron no ebe prakra na makra na wu. Obi timi poison ni ba na nse ya chama baby. Lady be poison ni ma 3 or 2. Na ni per se Obey asam na adwene mu ka na adwene mu ka na moja no moja no mu na afi de na health force na emotional psychologically no onye e was somebody mama no onko dem because we couldn't power say no obi pulley trigger will be
yes
and I need the same thing.
It's the same. Killing so is killing.
Why is it that your pampa or not too much?
No, the thing is, it depends on lawyer chronic these lawyers are very smart. So the lawyer will say, pretend like this, act this way, do this way. Yes.
Yo.
Now in jail.
Yes, every day for the thief, one day for the master. Maybe we are lawyer now. Who yes are now? Who knows say God is raising different lawyers that will speak for these children. So there is a time and season for it. There will be a time. We as our lawyer no kanya mikro all markets in the cramba with you because it's time
very hard time because they are the future leaders.
Hey, you made yeah. So who suspected child abuser? What are you supposed to do?
There are a lot of things you can do when you suspect child abuse.
Okay.
So the moment you suspect that a child is being abused, that is, if the child should come to you willingly, one, don't make promises you can't keep.
Okay.
Sakolani bano bekana semchewa. Don't shout at akolano. May sheni bobia untumi endisu because the moment usheni boa wendisu peno. If I can lose trust in you or trust you for a child who is being abused to come out, to come and see and say, oh auntie, this and this is what that has been happening. It means he or she has sat down, observed you from afar. So she thinks that okay, when I talk to this person, he or she can help me.
Yeah.
So never promise an abused child that you are going to do this and that for him or her. Now wait to me and mano. You worsen the case. And then yes, I call be catcher one with Jimmy giddy talk. That is not your responsibility to say talk. No, it shouldn't be so. Chia colano, funny call baby. Everything should be done. The necessary time be we call it confidentiality. Just the two of you. Don't involve a third party. Bring this child to an isolated place whilst the two of you where like the two of you can have a conversation. No third party because they don't feel okay when there's another third party hearing whatever it is they are going to confine in you with. So no third party. Listen to this child. Assure him that he or she will be fine. Things will work out. But don't make promises you cannot keep. Very important.
One day. Sometimes you expect expectation you from Wawofo.
Yeah.
And I will be betrayal, mommy, and answer papa. Who expectation be say whatever he or she is going to give you, and at your answer no be mama. Expectation be wo even though we are kwalano. We expect it be but mama beka you can obeka de sir may we am and one thing about me one yard they couldn't me. I'll keep on reminding you until you do it.
They keep records. Every kid will keep a record. Yes, every kid keeps records.
5 years. Inti uka say ni birthday no ube birthday party amano. Now for birthday be do no birthday anopa na wo bro
akole. Watching. Wo bro akole. Sorry abono.
What's sorry abona?
What's a birthday
party ni said say. Obe jina ho. Utimu sa kwa no wo mi na ne kusu. Because and you say ne what's any day na ma send ya yen penyu for show obi di birthday obi di ni birthday she if I say me birthday now what friend me say do me birthday but me say my nurse are from me hello ever oh happy birthday say she wo penyi mpo wa when you o when no more san when the cake san wa konko for programs we bring nti e de obe na wo say pe wupo wako programs be why yet like you've really enjoyed life for some time now a do birthday sometimes we expect this will be better for everybody. How do you feel? You feel good, you feel appreciated, you feel honored. Sana I was say yen treating kolano obi also ya kolente do ni birthday o ti mu say birthday cake na ya ma kolede birthday cake no akolede enye day obi ti mi share that other birthday cake 3 days to nipa no so be yes what 3 days na akolano otwa wie na odi enye ni da na birthday no the birthday be do so na sha say man stories when him say put the next year why next year papa be say next year papa say ani aye next year papa say
next year you drink so be kai o pepe
go for a break as ya kolanti o kai.
Children are one of the best reminders in life. Ope say obi kai o bibia feja akola Oh, Joe, a ball 2 o'clock. Can me say me see me yesterday. Forget it, Connor Koda. About 2, he will be on your neck. Mommy, also be say 2 o'clock.
Yeah, parents view of I me. Ophelia said in Bano Swanti, no. Sometimes so Obi Owa send your like at the presence of the child, in front of the child, na on one bow, in front of one bano. No, did you be at them? Or did you such a child? Our mammy will be or no, talk credit good and numa. For swan or did you, ma? Oh, no, sorry, I'll bet the Vodafone. Then cities not 10, then cities not 30 go 10 cities. Just say, Nini now to be grow, not to be a gusso. No, they did go for them. I will say, Obio, or ya, conform with your temper, or yes, and you know, you'll be conani back at toi.
Hey, observe.
I call out the bear for you, not in SARS or the CC. Oh, shit. Such a child, no. What do you think? How is it going to affect the person?
With such kids, no, you don't blame them that much because it means they are being exposed to whatever it is that goes on in the society.
Yeah.
More than the end. So as at time I already saw baby do concern. Why don't you say Kolana Bedina not then say Sinisia? Pameno, Maninko. But the question is why gossip even in the first place? It's like whatever you do, you should know that these kids imitate our actions. Whatever, until anyone wants to say when you're not there. Oba be picky phone. Hello, I'm a fa. Me say no. They see here. You'll be imitating their mother just as. So when you are doing that, whoever who's saying you're healthy, when you are doing that, Makolani inferior. We allow the kids to watch a lot of things.
They are too exposed.
I tell you a lot. They know everything. They know everything. They don't. There's nothing you can hide from kids in this century. They know everything. Wow. It is a collier now. Say, "Oh, I'm confiding in you." It means what I say. Well, shame, but because children who are abused, no, sometimes some of them become timid, like Oshros or Bebe Nipa. In the answer, and if I can't be Nantia bound, Chaba same way at shown. It means say, well, who say, akola we owo fi ha no ojije ne so okro no ono de yenye ne sade bi ayetiatia no nti he would like to have a share of that joy wo de masa akola, that is when akola no be there ebeba on chance obeka asamacho. So never make a promise you can't keep. And yes I wa ha akola no ebema no every day this child is being hopeful. Auntie Nana told me this, so she'll be coming to rescue me, she'll be coming to my rescue. Auntie Nana is not coming every day, mommy is beating you. Because also they be audience and when my mom show.
But is caning the best option?
It's not. There are so many ways to kill a cat.
Okay.
Caning it's not the best option at all. Sometimes casatre. All of us have been stubborn before.
Problem. Parents be brave, you know. So we're chilling back to nothing. Sometimes no, is it not necessary that we have a chat with our children, saying you didn't come
but the thing is, they don't even have the time. She's chasing after the money. She's focused. Daddy is busy attending meetings, looking for money. Even on daddy's off day, he's not at home. He's going to the.
When the children are in a car going to, you are going to drop them. You are sending them to school. Only bread out that time that area. What do we drive about 1 hour?
Not on Kasaye, only on Mati Kamu, on Kasa, on Bisaneshi. You not asking, so how was school today? What did you learn? What happened? What was the new friend? What vocabulary did you learn today? Like, let's engage our kids in activities. Let's talk to them. Rather than abusing them, releasing our stress on them when we come back home from work. It's not the best. We are causing harm to these kids. They are keeping this in them. They have a big warehouse. They can store a lot of things. Then they will be keeping what do you think is going to come out from this child? That child will also go and abuse his own child. But what if Akolani into me impacting life positively with this abuse that will go through? Things will not end up well with these kids. Please, parents, let's do something about it because it's not helping at all. Ohu akola bi oba school a oye free oye okay but ushia no ewo fear. Ha. This reminds me of a story mefa. During my SHS days I had a friend.
Okay.
This girl, when you are passing by her house and you even wave at her, the woman she's staying with would chase this girl with a pistol. Woman fufu woman. Or the fufu woman a chasing girl no dia bono on bona ne huntoni ye. But the girl told herself that one day all this will be over. She endured. And today she's a trained teacher, happily married with her own kids. Because she was able to impact her life positively with the abuse that she went through. I don't think today there's any work that you give to that lady and she wouldn't be able to do it. She would do it perfectly, to perfection, because she has gone through pain. She has gone through a lot. But what if say career me? I don't have that heart.
Yeah, it's not. I know, Biana. The way God created us, almost like it means that the way we think, it's not temperament.
Yes.
Intuition. The Obia no are wiser than God. So that should tell you that send our boy and would you only send our body a tear? Would you funny pa? Na share son, na share 9. And then nature say, ye na yenyepe.
Dabi.
Ade bi o ha metimi a wo di metimi a endure. Ade bi o ma me next betimi a endure. Me ntimi endure. And then nature say, you know, unkofo ye di sketchy ska sana. Uni uma mundi nkomo. Obi o ha akola bi woni nche sa akola ne enye ne banti. Like only in dingo. But me, I don't believe in that thing. I am not like every cry you say, you see oba, not or abusing a different woman's child. Saying can you ba like akolano won nchen ya wo de fa akolano woni ne ntina se ene wo ko school de na si ye agro so e bia wo ta abro na wo ta abro obi ba ai wo nchen ya fiti na e ko sisi a ko ka say ya when you go home. If you are at work and I will chroma, I will fear frabofra abofrano. So what I say, if you are like abusing into throw, but Mr. Oka with a pet biscuit be and I look at Adia planet pet or pet biscuit or pet cake and I be cake here saying kit to be and the corner only need the wood feel down mano. Only need come on. Oh, and then of course will fear and then upia and our classes didn't see it. You know, involve the child in a conversation. Send a baby Hannah.
Open up.
Because the color bebra obia abusing you sexually. But obey fear no. Also, why worry just an she's even scared, say, hey, as some women catch me, obi one mammy and cousin.
Yes.
But how can you do that to your own child?
No, the thing is, father they sexually abuse a color, what catching is a man can. Okay, may you say.
Really?
Yes, they do that. Obeka cheni men can. Okay, say na me. Mama ni wa me bu. Mama ni wa me you say. Nti no, akola no ne mama background. As he said, mother ne so cry. Hey, verbally abusing this child.
Obedu fear akola no ko hagi akola ko ebi ade bi a whatever. Most times you free juma na wo ba akola he or she always vows to go meet you. Maybe that particular day akola.
So you should suspect there's something wrong.
So you fast. Who suspect say no? Me be and I say I'm afraid. Be hano ba won't mean can. Also training bell. What didn't do so? And then I go so fear. Many on BBC and now what did then? Maybe I me di bengusa would the 4.5 just to make her smile. Then continue conversation with the child. So if we keep on abusing our children sexually, emotionally, and all that, you know, or baby, would you have to be an adult to be useful? Brave are not able to stay at their workplaces, not because they don't deserve whatever they do. But there are some petty things that AC or bros.
Yes.
Obi are abusing it sexually. Such a person will grow with their mentality. Say, "Mema, etimwede."
Yeah.
And mema, osoro say bia oben be ma foforo a onu so betime na aba abuse.
Yes.
It is young girls be are dating today and they are most the obe hair na the boy say me jawa physical we chuki no. And yes sir obe so chuki no. But onu so dey see bro so aninti. Oso no obi ni die e de mu no so a enye ne pe. Oh, it is sad no. E woni tiri mu e wona adwe mu. It is working and fighting her life. And then till obi who date obi kra obi say nipa no bi kakra sipe na ne boefu was scatter niama wa fa dia asla ki TV just was slash TV na ma TV na say some people were emotionally or one way or the other abused when they were children. Into wo a wo nyini a wo ba no mesrew wo dia abofra no onye wo ba na ne interest say wo ba ye ne boni o onye wo ba no interest say wo be oni ne be deda no aka acha abofra yi say onim no aka acha oyira ebi wo a mama nurse akola no enye ne ba akola no ebi oye maid.
Yes.
Osano ebi ane mami efrimana bribi na be man si sade abetena ye nche new couples ye worry ye ne ye wo ye. Nti akola no nyini a oba no then you start sleeping with the child at a very tender age. Nti wo say akola no nyini a one way or the other no you be date such a person no e be so be in trouble.
Yes, and then as I only akola no yes no it doesn't affect only the akola. Remember that some homes or some marriages end up collapsing. Later on, when your wife finds out this is what you are doing behind her back with this child, obviously you're packing in your major.
Of course. Me are not, because there is no way I will come. Any ubabeda na ubetina ka say you are still there. Our Bible MP, but there are some things that you don't have to. You have to frown on those things.
Yes.
There are some things that who compromise it at all. No, not at all. You shouldn't compromise on child abuse and not. No.
And MFA, sometimes with these children, as they are being abused, some of them know God very well. They pray a lot. Inti wo me saying who pe say worry yemfa say a new couple who pe say unyaba.
Onya.
Afena kola ne ba be bom pa ye tia also because of the pain a woman go through.
God really listens to Nkola.
He does. So because of pain na woman kola go through no. Obebo mpa ye tia o. Nyama bi wo ho e wo say ba life ma because of their odaya kola ne mpa bo awabontini. Obe block those things until you yourself you've come out to say that this is what you are doing, and then you apologize, and then you give your life back to Christ. Then you have to re-give your life back to Christ, because doing that, I don't think any Christian would do that.
It's sad. The fact that you cannot interest say, you have to do anything to the person. You have to treat the child as if said Sebi onye nipa. It's not good. It's not a good thing.
At all.
It's not a good thing. Enfan shirabia embro abrabo. Ebia umwariye. Na abofre bi ewo potema wutimu ana fia wutimu ana abofre bi eti umami nchen. Na esanse we university graduate nti uko school na uba akole yi enye hwe na ugura akore bang just to please your mom. Tell about akora woman be fidi say you are always right. You tell your mom, you speak to your mom about a lot of things about Akola. Me wa Akola yi onya hwe. Akola already 6, 7 years, 8 years dear boni pa no be yama wu university graduate I be go to the extent of woman me bube for mo be boutique Akola now bro. It's very sad.
Yes.
So sana will tell you I will share media mesra pa say you put a stop to it, because first enfan shirabi bro. Second, whatever you are doing to somebody, remember, obi be 1,000 folds in the amount. Obi anye bi amount be amount ba. Into kaso nwoye now who abusing Koladia. No matter what happens, nyambe wa do mama ama also wa wo. Na obi so ede and the be do ba mo say yes, we are saying a give and take, a principle. So I say, Mesro pa se sana ya we my jai. Na why it is so mine. Why a crime, why? So who should we report to?
Yes.
There's a case.
If there's a case like this, or you're able to identify something like this, you have to go to the authorities. don't ever go and confront the abuser, whomever it is that is abusing this kid. Encore, and then kasa.
Okay, to say who if you now say mommy or abusing him back, and what's the who come and just straight?
No, don't go.
Okay.
Yeah, kind. Akola enya oba, ono ne ba. Oba kwa mana kwa ya o. Se me fa woni ba yi bia. Oba yi ya wa mana ka o.
Random boy.
Yes. Intending crime, don't go closer to the woman at all.
Yeah, okay.
See the authorities, go to the police. Tell them this and this is what is happening in your house.
Alright.
There is it Waju?
Waju, yeah.
Yes, they take care of the children.
But
go
those
to them.
people, do they function?
You see, the thing is,
Yeah.
in Ghana here, we see the thing and then we are like, oh, say oh no ani ba okuna na okuna.
Because
And then we let it pass because we see a lot. See what you follow, which means in this case we've left them in their offices.
Yeah.
They are not doing what they are supposed to. It's not like they are not doing.
Okay.
What they will pick it up and then they will help you out.
How far can that go? Infant say a father has abused his daughter, and then the mother decided to report this case to the police, throw Waju to the police. How far will it go? Should they go for lawyers and all that?
If they are going for lawyers and
then
Ubodom Sika now, at the end of the day, no family in the Bible separate.
Who needs cow? Now you realize that who could not abuse you, Baba. This issue, who they call Waju? What? How is it going to end?
Something like that. Say, Ukunu ene abuse akolana. You have to sit down with your husband. You talk. Maybe akolani so ye be binti na ma father ne yenisa.
Okay.
Neshe wobanu so you have to sit, listen to both sides of the story
Before you push it.
Yes. Because you can't just take it up and say I'm going because my husband is abusing my child, I'm going to no. Yes. You see, in the US they have child something service. This child security service So those people they can even come and pick the child away. No, they now park to a home where they take care of such children. So that they don't become delinquent in the society. But in Ghana here, I doubt if we have such systems in place.
But before we go, how is the health workers able to detect? Say infant is say a rape you a young girl. We then a move to be a detective. Infant say a raping in there. Na case no babonti ben next week or next 2 weeks and next month. How will you guys be able to detect any panel you're raping at this time? BBC and a course.
Okay, before that, you see, they will go to the police station, they will do their questioning, the CIDs will do their work, that is investigating the issue, talking to this child, and then trying to find out what really happened. So depending on statements of police, then they bring it to us at the hospital.
Okay.
So as a child, if Sakulawe Eka say he or she has not had sex before, then you are expecting this child to be a virgin, to have the hymen intact, not broken. But sometimes the hymen gets broken, not through sexual intercourse, sometimes through activities, vigorous activities. Sometimes yes.
Really?
Yeah, it does happen.
Wow.
Yes. So this child will be examined, and then they'll be looking out for semen discharges. So those are some of the things they used to detect. So I think with the semen,
the person uses condoms, how will you know?
The person uses condom, and this child is claiming she's a virgin, which means there will be an opening. The vagina will be open, like you see, it's elastic. It stretches and then it closes. So let's say 2-3 days after the incident happened, I think the area will be a bit widening. It will be let's say a because for saying now so even when you are going there to examine the child. Like, oh, she's in pain. Yes, because because with the have sex, and naturally from your brain down to your system, it gives signals. This is what's happening. So you have to do this. But this one, for say now, have sex. There's no lubrication or anything. So there will be a lot of things for you to, even if possible, you can even see said there will be a tear. So those are some of the things you can use to determine, this really happened. And luckily, if you're able to get a semen, then you can do a DNA with that of the semen of the man to see if it matches. Yeah.
So matching it means the allegation against the person is not true.
It's not true.
Okay. Hey. And yes, though, but that's a very long process.
That's a long process. It is.
I go through all that.
You have to.
Before wait and determine pass as soon as see rape case now raise against the person. Before allergy against the person. Before wait me, I can't plain say I have to go through all this.
You have to go through, and you see when it's rape, so there's going to be struggling.
Okay.
So maybe I can bet me I can say when he was doing I scratch him, so not just the lady alone or examine, you examine the person, the rapist too. Okay. So maybe I scratch, so you be observing. You not tell the person that I'm looking out for this or that, but you be observing. Okay, so since it's rape, there was an argument, there was so scratching, maybe me and say, and then you can tell Akolani fingertips known, so you can see say, oh, okay, you can even get DNA samples from there and then. Yeah, our fingers. Me scratch your body. I'll pick a tissue from your body, and it will be my hands. You see, in Ghana here we don't have such. Some of them assembly but in US and in other parts of the countries, they do a lot. They have systems in place, and then they check all that, and then they're able to find out. They can even try, and then they don't even know the time, the minute. They can tell everything. Forensic science is interesting because they're able to do a lot.
Hey, so what about akwala and mommy abusing by the almost akwala the mommy didn't so she go no not raw and all that.
Yes, that is
who
that
takes care of the bill like baby Saba.
That will fall under physical abuse. Okay, with that, for those are indications for abuse.
Yeah.
So you can identify that this child is being abused from certain things. Akola bi obon say de bi ekro da nsa ho ekro ne muda. De bi akro won ho ekro ne muda. And na won kwan de bi akro da ho say na mother now or infringe that pain upon that child. Already say at the end of the day, or no na dey akola no be call hospital. At the end of the day, one of the na nche hospital. We jawe juma akwa na oba nche hospital. Once you could have just let the child going. Now they want no akache ni say, oh, they are here and menya ni sabium. That would have been it. But to see that be change na ache or so bono. Tiwa boneria, you face the consequences.
So it means that who abuse you ba na ekoba say physical abuser akolano is hurt one way or the other. Omoba hospital, the parents are supposed to cater for the bills.
Yes, they have to. Wabono now wouldn't Naba hospital. Me na coming better yaga.
Enti one kasa who review baba na touch abiba akolana like me system when nature said yeah the hospital the father will still pay for
why
all
not
that. Hey,
why not? Who asked you to in the first place? What were you after? Now you have to go and sleep with your own child. So akolana to be good at their back out now your hospital. You have to pay. You have to. Government will not come in. Hey, the government asks you to go and have sex with your child. No.
Hey.
So you have to take care of the bill.
All along, I talk that Abia, me say Abia, Bibisa see a woman, Abia government, you know, and never take it.
When they come into yes, a bam not a government, Eden status which means who papa no, you'll be sentenced. Government is coming to take over. If you are not lucky, you will lose your child. If you're not lucky, you are going to lose your marriage. If you're not lucky, you end up in jail. Yes.
So in that case, the government never to your.
Yes.
But the case where the government is not involved and it hasn't been out. Na obi na wasem pempendi na ba na one wa hwe nso hie kwa kwala no so. Akola yi so ne hu nyina roro ne nim nyina roro dia wo de wa de ba obetu am.
Yes.
What happens if the background no needs that capacity no?
Only capacity no. But something prompted you to pour
yeah,
hot water on your child.
Some like bonsam bi na pushing amana yesa. Inti wa ba no mo anes for no mo so mo be hwe. I'm asking this because sometimes no I do think of obia ebia mentally onye sound na wetimi afade praneba opra kla ni wi afa na adua ba no hey what have I done no russia kla no ba hospital. I've been thinking about it. What who pays for the bill? Tina me busa.
Mostly they themselves. Not doing
no niska mbending. Will you want the child to die?
No. You see, nurses are so we are not supposed to sympathize.
Okay.
Nurses are not supposed to sympathize.
I didn't sympathize.
No, you are crying.
You deal with lives. Sometimes no be or how say ni pay you.
We have empathy. We don't sympathize. No, then MFA, then it means you've not come across nurses who love what they do, regardless.
Okay.
See, I've seen nurses coming together, collecting money from each other to help. Yes.
Okay.
So if I'm sympathizing, which means I have to be crying with you. No, I'm not supposed to cry. I'm supposed to be there, like I'm supposed to be a shoulder for you to be leaning on. Yes. Not to be crying with you and then everything.
If be a mafia rough, I could let you not say that was it.
Yeah, you see, in that case, no. Sometimes they have a portion whereby you are being allowed to bring in somebody to stand in for you.
Oh, okay.
Then the person, so which means if you are not able to do the payment then
else.
Yeah, that person I'll be name amount. Sister Unibia. Then it's like the administration of the hospital can
help.
Yeah.
And now someone Baba Bonting.
Yeah, you solicit for funds.
So okay, wow, it has been an interesting moment here on Match TV, and the program is Health Cycle. Yes, so what me see, baby, the answer cry can still watch all over. You know, I was over to me and watch it all over, so I get a gist of the whole thing. Thank you so much for watching. Before we go off. And thank you for coming. We are so happy to have you, and I know that we've learned a lot with you today. Actually, it just said, "Nyama be Brianna, me imagine no, I have a pie, and the way she in your name, Yami shop pass, I will you break. I'll buy ye." But your friend and Mrs. Make him your friend and Mrs. Teresa, I see you do.
The last time, no, I got into real hot water.
Hey, shout out! Hey, last week, no, okay, sorry, I'm over blaming mommy. Me na me so one channel for 2 people. Inti me pacho say, "Eh, be a week and more bro, no, on office ko bro na me srawo. We dear me mano time no atimi amani shara ni na ansa na ya."
Okay, so as usual from the top.
Yes.
My first and foremost thanks goes to the Almighty God for the opportunity, for your lives, for my life, and then giving us this day to have this conversation. My second thanks goes to my husband, yay, Mr. Ohineba Kofi Esiedu of Ghana Police Service Atebu Divisional Headquarters. My 2 parents plus my mom-in-law, Mrs. Esther Esiama. God richly bless you, mommy. We love you and we appreciate everything you do for us. Mr. and Mrs. Agbeshi, I am grateful. Mr. and Mrs. Dazi, you know the love is deep. And then I'll continue to say a big thank you to my matron for allowing me the day off so that I can have this conversation with you. Mrs. Marian Davis of National Blood Service, Kolebu. I'm very grateful. Mommy, I'll see you on Monday. And then to our viewers, to everybody, my siblings, my friends, my loved ones, My colleagues, Charlie, the love is deep and we really appreciate it. This is Mat TV. Keep it locked. Never change the dial. And then we are sorry for switching activities, but Charlie, we are here for you. Everything and anything, we talk about it. Thanks for hosting me today, MFA. I'm very grateful.
Wow, thank you. We are so happy to have you on the show today.
I'm very
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to the Almighty God for giving us the space, for giving us the breath that we breathe today. Because you know why? A lot of people died yesterday night. So we are alive because he still has a purpose and he still loves us. That's why we are still living. So thank you so much for watching. But before I go off, you see the way I'm blinking in my hair. Yes, my hair is by Diane's Hair Clinic. Diane's Hair Clinic is inside Ablekuma. You can call her on 0242598739. 0242598739. We Fred Diane Hair Clinic. I'll be able to feel, baby, I will be an abayo. We'll take come on. I'm on why you're fed, why you're son. Send a my son, I'm and then my other sponsor is Think IT Solutions. Say if you open design, everything design, just call them and they'll come and do it for you. Anywhere you are in Accra, just locate yourself or get a car to Ablekuma Curve and then you ask anybody, even a child, that you are going to Think IT Solutions. Maybe our t-shirt be Uber or invitation card, maybe anything design. Anything IT, they are there for you and then it will be done perfectly because perfection is their hallmark. You can call Think IT on 0240316743. 0240316743. Yes. Hello singles, are you there? Yes. There's a conference coming on at PIWC Ablekuma, Anya area. In fact, Anya area. There's a singles conference coming on 26th of this month, 3 p.m. sharp. Ablekuma Central. Inti baby awo Accra bia, awo de hwehwe Ablekuma wo bedru akaso pe Ablekuma Central, the Church of Pentecost. Eho and a single conference ye bekoso. Bida se pa se oji bre hwe me mechia obia o hwe me na nyame nhira mo nyina PIWC ye pasta ne mako one ne yoe PI chese munyin na nyame nhira mo pa. And you, thank you so much for watching because without you, like this show wouldn't have been a nice one today. Thank you for your time. My name is MFA and the program is Health Cycle here on Match TV. You can follow us on all social media handles. YouTube is Smart TV GH, Instagram is Smart TV GH, Twitter, everywhere, all the platforms. Just follow us for more and detailed ones coming up. Thank you so much for your time. Until we meet in our next episode, remember that everybody around you loves you, but Jesus loves you more. That's why you have to run to Him. Yes, that's why you have to run to Jesus first. In everything you do, whatever you are doing, whatever you are going through, remember that the only person that cannot betray you is the Lord who created you. So don't give up. Just keep pushing and keep praying. God will take care of your needs. Thank you so much for your time. My name is MFA. Until we meet in our next episode. Bye.